All right, Alexander, let's do the Q&A from the live stream with Brian Berletic of the New Atlas. And we start things off with Raphael, who says, the hunter starts to recognize she is becoming the hunted. Russia is taking steps to fight straight up USA by starting with England as a tune-up.
Interesting idea. Well, I think for the moment it's a contained war in Ukraine, but there's more and more worries that it won't be. And I'll be straightforward about this. As a person who is British, who lives in Britain, I do think we are incredibly overexposed. We've gone very much too far in this conflict. And if there are repercussions, we're going to be the first to pay. And obviously, if we pay, then, you know, the Russians come after us. Well, the US is going to be in a difficult situation, to put it mildly.
Yeah. From Raphael, Russia was never afraid of NATO and the US.
I think we discussed that. We just,
Yeah. Commander Crossfire says, at this point, Russia is not just a country, it is an idea, a hope. The idea that all men are created equal and by God's good grace. Do you want to know why Russia won't lose? Ideas are bulletproof. We talked about
We discussed this too, yeah.
Well. It's a good point. Yeah. Ernest, thank you for that super chat. RW Abugiri, thank you for that super chat. Roman V, thank you for that super sticker. Just know says, buy a lot of drugs. Thank you for that. Irish Partisan says, what do you think of the sudden resignation of Vietnamese President Nguyen Xuan Phuc and the number of senior government ministers today? I think it is a signal, a realignment of Vietnam towards Russia and the PRC.
We touched on this during the program. I have actually done some investigation about this. It seems to be connected to a corruption scandal, but I think basically you are right. I think that is what it's about. And I think the Vietnamese are now making a decision that they're going to stick with China, an old, if sometimes troubled relationship, rather than engage in adventures with a Biden administration they don't trust.
Yeah, Sanjeva says, hi, Brian, love your work. Just so that we don't feel like being in a bubble, can you argue against the hypothesis that Russia will win, i.e. what scenario will NATO win in the current war?
I think Brian dealt with that thoroughly, actually.
Yeah, Brian dealt with this, yeah. Commander Crossfire, thank you for that super sticker. Just Know says, why Russia is not using EMP, nuke an atmosphere to create an EMP in the area where a lot of Ukrainian equipment is concentrated.